Hello, NSU Spartan fans. Joe Cook here with head coach Anthony Evans of the men's basketball team, and recapping a very good late December, and of course on New Year's Day got the win over Navy on a 3-game winning streak right now. Team on a roll. As you kind of look at things, what has been the key for this current win streak?
Well, defense and the chemistry. You know, we added 3 guys. It's helped us out coming off the bench. Guys have given us some energy, given us some experience. I think that's really helped us out in the last 3 games.
Yeah, and then right now, the Spartans 10-5, the best start since the 1996 season. And seeing the team at this point, is this kind of what you expected, given you had to implement your new players and get the chemistry down? Are you kind of pleased or almost surprised at where your team is right now?
I'm pleased with where we are. I think that we have a lot of potential as a team. We still have to grow. There are guys who haven't played their best basketball yet. I don't think we played our best basketball as a team. So there's a lot of room for us to improve, and that's what I'm looking for over the next 5 to 10 games.
Speaking of improving, Penny Williams coming off another career game at 20 points against Navy, where a majority of his points came in the second half. As you kind of see him play these early games, these out-of-conference games, how is he developing in terms of his aggressiveness as far as knowing when to turn it on and when to go?
Well, whenever there's an opportunity for him to be aggressive, we encourage him to be. Whether it's to shoot the basketball, create something for someone else, we want him to be aggressive because he makes our team a lot better than he does.
And then you got Brandon Willis, also had 12 points coming off the bench in that Navy win. And tomorrow he's always a mismatch for post players, and of course Rodney McCauley with his defense. Anyway, how important have your role players been? Given a lot of times here Kyle Quinn's was out with foul trouble and he's going off to late starts. How important have they been?
Brandon was huge. Coming off the bench. I think we started off slow. They jumped out on us, and then Brandon came in and basically brought us back. The second half, we switched Kyle off of their big guy, Avila, and Marcos did a great job of holding him down. Rodney did a great job of guarding Sugars, limiting him to his touches. So all around, those guys did a great job in helping us secure the win.
And in securing the win, also getting contributions from like Rob Johnson, Carson Pugh, and implementing Winston Graham as well. So even for your transfers, the new players at this point, how pleased how they've come along and really try to fit in with this team now?
I think they've done a good job. Again, that's why I say we've got a lot more room to improve, because none of those guys have played their best basketball. So when they start to get on the same page with Kyle, with Penny, with Rodney, with Chris, then I think we'll be able to take off, hopefully to another level.
All right, and that's something that the Spartans are going to definitely have to do as MEAC play starts, hosting UMES this Saturday, and also Howard on Monday, January 9th. And these next 2 opponents have a combined record of 7-22. UMS, they've lost to K-State and Virginia, and Howard's lost to Indiana, K-State, and Kansas. And as you look at just your next opponents, given they've had those out-of-conference games and they've taken some losses, as you see them coming in MEAC play, do you kind of see them as, hey, these guys have been pretty battle-tested, so we definitely have to come ready?
Of course. I don't think there isn't anyone in the MEAC that we're going to just look at as they're not going to be good. Everybody's going to come in and give us their best shot. Obviously, UMES, very good basketball team. They played some tough teams out of conference, as we did last year. So the records don't indicate the true level of the team. So them coming in, they're a good basketball team. Hillary Haley, Tyler Hines, those guys, good basketball players. They've been together for a little while, so we definitely have to rebound the basketball, play solid defense, take care of the ball ourselves.
And speaking of that team, last year we lost to them by 4, and that loss snapped a 5-game winning streak, and then we're on a winning streak now. They've lost 3 straight. So what do you think this meeting will differ? How will it differ from last year to this year?
I mean, the teams are different. Obviously, this team has a lot more confidence than we did last year, a lot more personnel than we did a year ago, and they've made some changes to their roster. So our experience, hopefully, our togetherness will help us out in the matchup.
And another thing with UMES, like you said, these guys have been playing with each other for a while, and they've had 5 players that average at least 8+ points per game. Led scored by Percy Woods with 10.3. So you're kind of dealing with a team that doesn't have really a definitive star or kind of like a go-to guy, almost like the Denver Nuggets, if you will. A lot of good role players. So how do you attack a team? Is that going to be tough defensively?
Well, team. We have to play team defense. We can't focus on one person because somebody else will hurt you. So we've got to play team defense, be solid, rebound the basketball, and do the things that have helped us become successful.
And then also you got Howard coming in here on Monday as well. And they're a younger team, 5 freshmen and only 2 seniors on that team. Pritz Coro, one of the more heralded recruits, as well as Sims Frazier, a quick point guard. But when you hear a team that is pretty young, you kind of say, "Oh, we're going to get a lot of turnovers in this game."
I don't know if they're going to turn over like that. They have Calvin Thompson, who's a very good point guard. They have a transfer, Andrews, I think he was from Tulsa or something like that. But good player, good shooter. So they do have some experience. It's not like they're starting 5 freshmen. So we have to handle their pressure, handle their zone off defense, and then take care of the basketball outside and be efficient.
Yeah, like you said, Glenn Andrews, he's leading the team in scoring actually with 14 points per game. Calvin Thompson, he's averaging 10.3. I think the key matchup here is going to be Alfonso Leary and Kyle Quinn. Last year, Alfonso kind of really gets up for those games when he faces a big like Kyle Quinn. So how important will that matchup be in this game?
Extremely important. If that'll be the difference in the game. Whoever can control the paint, whoever can stay on the floor, stay out of foul trouble, I think it'll be a key.
Yeah, and that will be big. You set them last year, and one thing that you have mentioned is you will be seeing the zone more often than not when playing Howard. Last year we were able to hit some outside shots. And how has this team been doing so far this year in executing your offense against the zone?
Well, people have only played us a little bit of zone, but we've done a decent job when they have. Last year, we didn't shoot the ball as well as we have, or can this year. You have Pendarvis on the wing, you have Chris McKeechin on the wing, you can bring Robbie Johnson in, Marcus Samaras, and then Brandon Willis coming off the bench. Joaquin Pugh is also a threat. So we've got some people out there in personnel, that can handle pressure or handle the zone, and we'll just put them on the floor and execute.
Given the scheduling, and you got through that first month, how excited are you, and how excited is this team to start the year?
We're very excited. We've won 3 games in a row, and it's always good being in that kind of a streak rather than losing 3 games. So we want to take advantage of it, continue to do what's helped us to be successful, and keep it going.
All right, Spartans definitely keeping going. Practice ended not too long ago, and the guys are still in here working, so that's always a positive sign. And for more on NSU's men's basketball, you can find it right here at NSUSpartans.com.